growing up is to be able to go and run for 10 miles. And so I ran 8 miles on my birthday. And the next time I'm going to go run this week, I'm going to go for 10. So everybody, let's have a sip of water before we get started. I know Carla's got her water and she's going to be doing the breathing motto to kick us off.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Being the good, being the bad, being happy, being the sad, being your best, being the worst, being your power. It goes first.
Nice job, Carla. Great job with the breathing motto. And Carla just shared with us 19 days. Is it 19 days? 19 days until she is taken off and going to the Netherlands and bringing that breathing motto to the Netherlands and bringing her healthy spirit. What she got? You got something healthy there? I think might have been a
I'm
salad.
eating
what is it?
Soup.
Soup. Ooh, everybody. Who likes soup? I like soup. If you have a favorite soup, let us know what your favorite soup is. I like Italian soup. I like the minestrone soup. I like broccoli and cheese soup. I like chicken noodle soup. I like chili, which some people, they kind of think chili is kind of like a soup. What other kind of soups? Sandy's like, no. What other kind of soups are out there? Oh, tomato soup. I like tomato soup. What kind of other soups are out there that you like? I'm trying to think. You know what? There's a soup where I grew up back home in Louisiana, and we called it gumbo. Has anybody ever had gumbo before? Gumbo it's like a soup. It is so good. And with down in Louisiana, we put all of our Cajun spices and seasonings into that gumbo, and oh my gosh, it tastes so good. All right, everybody, we had Carla kicking us off with the breathing motto. Make sure you have a sip of water. We got some folks love tomato soup. Nice. Nick's a big fan of tomato soup. What about you know what I like that's a soup, and I wouldn't have thought that I like it, but they call it like pea soup. Sometimes they call it split pea soup, or it's even like a green soup. But has anybody ever had pea soup before? Like green peas, and they make it into that can be really good. Oh, Scott and Lisa, Sandy. So I like the pea soup too. Tomato soup. There's a lot of really good soups out there. And we got Caitlin in the house. We got Evan and David. We got North Counties here. We got a lot of our friends here. If you haven't had a sip of water, go ahead and have one now. I got my special green, my disappearing cup here. Disappearing cup. It's a green cup, and it disappears on the green screen. And let's go ahead and get our neck warmed up, get our neck moving around. Today, we're going to do a few exercises using the resistance bands. We've done those in the past. And if you don't have a band, you'll be able to use your imagination for the exercises. But let's get started with our neck right now and kind of take a moment, just like Coach Emily always says, let's take a moment and kind of just feel how our body feels right now. You know, my body, I don't feel necessarily a lot of energy. I don't feel my muscles really fired up. So let's see if we can change that with just a couple exercises. So let's go ahead and go side to side, up and down. Let's do our rainbows, and then we'll do our giraffe neck and our ear lift. So let's go ahead and go 10 times side to side. So we're going to go right side, left side, right side, left side. This is number 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. All right, not bad. That's just right to left. Now let's go up and down. So remember, we're not going to lean forward. Keep your body nice and tall. And then there you go. Evan's got it. So we're just bringing our chin down and then going up. And so we're going down for 3, up for 4, down for 5, up for 6, down for 7, up for 8, down for 9, up for 10. All right, good stuff. Let's go into our rainbows. Let's start with a regular rainbow. Like imagine you're looking at a rainbow in the sky, and it starts all the way over here to your right side, and then it goes all the way up, looking at that rainbow coming down to the left side, And then we're going all the way back to the right side. Imagine you're kind of looking at one of the colors. What are the colors of the rainbow? We have red. I think that's a rainbow color. We have yellow, right? That's a rainbow color. We have green. I think that's a rainbow color. We have violet, right? Purple. That's a rainbow color. Is there blue? Let's try some blue. Let's see blue. Yep, I'm seeing some blue in the rainbow. And what other colors of the rainbow do we have? A green. Oh, I think there is a little green in the rainbow too. Nice. Let's go ahead and go down. Let's imagine we're looking at a lake and we're looking at the reflection of a rainbow. So we're starting over here and we're looking down at it. Oh, there we go. Going up to one side, 1. Going down and up, 2. Going down and up, 3. Going down and up, 4. Going down and up, 5. Down and up, 6. Down and up, 7. Down and up, 8. Down and up, 9. Down and up for 10. All right, so we did side to side, up and down. We did the rainbows, which is side to side and up and down combo. Now let's go ahead and do our ear lift, to where this one's going to be different. Instead of moving our head around, we're going to try to lift our ear up. So we're going to hold our ear up. Ooh, Bernie's talking about some tomato soup too. Oh, wonderful news, Bernie. Tomato soup, and I hope you feel better. All right, we got our ear going up, shoulder going down. Let's count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and bring our head right into the middle and then switch over to the other ear going up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing our head back to the middle, back to the first ear going up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into the middle. Bringing up this ear, going up with the ear. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to feel this stretch on the side of your neck. Let's go one more time each way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then one more time on this side, going up with the ear. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so now we've turned our neck. We've extended it and flexed it where we're going up and down. We did combos. Then we lifted our neck. Now the last one is going to also be an extension of the neck, but this time we're going to extend it out and then we're going to pull it back. So we're going to use the muscles in the back of our neck right here and the muscles along the side of our neck. And just like a turtle or a giraffe, you know, they can extend their neck out. Let's try it out. So we're going to go out with the giraffe for 1. Back with the turtle for 2. Out with the giraffe for 3. Back with the turtle for 4. Out with the giraffe for 5. Back with the turtle for 6. Out with the giraffe, number 7. In with the turtle, number 8. 2 more. Out with the giraffe, number 9. And in with the turtle, number 10. Wow, nice job, everybody. Now, take a moment, just like we did in the beginning, and feel, are you already starting to feel a little bit of a difference in your body? Now, I'll tell you, for me, most of my body, it still kind of feels the same, but I do feel a difference on my neck. And all we did was just those simple exercises. So that's just 5 exercises. And those 5 exercises their job is to take care of the muscles that support our head. So they're always working. These muscles are always working, but we want them to be working together. We want the muscles to have good communication and be like a team. And we also want to have those muscles able to move in multiple directions. So let's say maybe you have a hard time with turning to the right side, or maybe you have a hard time with that right side ear lift. We got somebody saying the neck feels a little bit looser now. That's exactly what we're going for. You might find that if you have a hard time turning to the right, that as you turn to the left and you do the ear lift and the giraffe neck, now you might be able to turn to the right side, and you might find that you have increased a little bit of that range of motion. And so remember, with the neck and with all of our muscles, when we're warming them up, we don't want to overdo them, but we don't want to underdo it either. We don't want to keep them from being participants. If we're going to be doing something, we want all the muscles to work together. I said earlier, we're going to do some resistance band exercises. And everybody, can you imagine with just one of these resistance bands, there are so many exercises you can do. We're only going to get to do a couple today, but there are so many different things you can do with the resistance band. Nick, do you know how many there are? I don't know either. And when you don't know something, we're going to do that trapezius lift. So let's bring up our trapezius. And just like Coach Emily's taught us with the elevator breath, we're going to bring our shoulders up, and then let's go ahead and we're going to exhale, and we're just going to drop them down. So we're going to breathe in when we're at the top, and then exhale, drop them down. Breathe in, bring them up. Exhale, let them drop. And you'll feel your body moves a little bit. Breathe in, bring them up. Exhale and drop. Let's do 2 more of these. Breathe in, bringing them up. Exhale, drop them down. 1 more. Breathe in, bring them up. Exhale, drop them down. Another one I like from Coach Emily is the shoulder shovel. Now, if you can imagine, you're going to try to bring your shoulder like you're going down and then up and bringing it back. And your whole body's going to move like we're trying to scoop. Who's used a shovel before? You know, if you're digging in like a garden. So let's imagine we're using our shoulder to do the digging, and we'll go for 10 on each side. So take that right shoulder, bring it down, get it in the dirt, and then move it around. There's 1. And then left side, 2. Right side, 3. Left side, 4. Right side, 5. Left side, 6. Right side, 7. Left side, 8. Right side, 9. And left side for 10. So that had us scooping down and bringing it back. Now let's go ahead and do some shoulder rolls, but we'll do both together. So we're just going to go around. And in this case, instead of going backwards, I'm going to go forwards. So you can bring them up and around, bring them back, up, forward, and around, and just move those shoulders around. There you go. You can't do this one wrong. You just want to do it to the best of your ability. You want to bring them up. You want to feel like each position, you're given some thought there. You're kind of like, hey, my shoulders are back, and now my shoulders are up, and yeah, my shoulders are forward, and then now my shoulders are down. I want to be conscious about the positions, because like we've talked about, our shoulders are so important, connecting our arm to our body. So everything we do with our arms, we're going to use our shoulders to do that activity. Let's go ahead and move them around just a little bit more. You can go forwards or backwards. All right, let's go 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now, again, I can feel my neck. I can also start to feel my trapezius. So I'm starting to feel muscles in my upper shoulder area. And let's go ahead and stick with those. So remember, the next muscle moving down is going to be that deltoid muscle. And with the deltoid, like I said, anything we do with our arms, where our arm is supported up, the deltoid's going to be working. So let's go ahead and do some elbow exercises where we're going to bring the elbows just up and down. So we're bringing them up and down. We call this one sometimes the chicken wing. I like to think about the pelican wing because I like pelicans so much. And for those of you who didn't hear earlier, we were talking about, we were out on the boat yesterday and there was a sea lion and he was following us and jumping out of the water and trying to say hi to us on the boat. And we were trying to get him to jump on the boat, but he couldn't jump on the boat, but we were trying. And we were trying, come on, sea lion, come on, little sea lion. And he was jumping out of the water, following us out there in San Diego Bay. And we were having so much fun hanging out with that sea lion. Let's keep it going up and down. I don't quite feel, I feel it, but not what I'm wanting to get. I want to get a little more feeling out of those deltoids and out of those shoulders. Let's go 5 more. 5. There we go. Nice. 4. Think about your elbows. 3. Think about bringing them up about kind of under your ear. 2, and 1. Let's hold it up here. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling muscles right here now. Not as much here, but a little bit here. And that's right. That's where we should be feeling it. So let's go ahead and hold them up. And then from the holding up position, they're going to be working. Let's go ahead and bring our hands open and close. So at the elbow. So I'm just bringing them out and in, out and in. This is what they do when the Padres, the baseball team, when the Padres slide into home base, this is what the umpire should be doing, right? Every time. Safe. That's what this is for. Safe. Now, do you feel it in those deltoids? You feel those muscles? I do. And remember, when we move our arms out, we have all of gravity working on our arm. It wants to go down, but if it's not, that means your deltoid muscle is helping to keep it up. Let's try one more. Let's hold it out. So we're just holding it out. We're not even moving, but can you feel it right there and right there? Oh my gosh, let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Wow, what a difference. What a difference. Now I'm feeling my body. I'm feeling my neck. I'm feeling my trapezius. I'm feeling my deltoids. This is called a warm-up, and this is what you can do. You can do warm-ups all the time. Every day you could do a little bit of a warm-up, especially on those parts of your body that you know you're going to be using throughout the day. If you know you're going to be, supporting your head, which we all are, then we're going to want to work out our neck muscles. If we think we're going to be using our arms for something, we want to be working out our shoulder muscles. And if we're going to be doing something maybe where we have to carry something, or maybe we're moving something from one area to another, we want to work out our core muscles too. There's a lot of muscles in the body. And when you start to think about your movements and start to do these exercises, you're going to get those muscles warmed up and they're going to be ready. They're going to be ready for what you want them to do. Let's have a sip of water. Now, if you want those muscles to get stronger, imagine that's your goal. You're thinking, I don't want to just do exercise. I want to get stronger. Well, that's where the exercises, once you're warmed up and then you continue to work out and try exercises and challenge your body, that's where you're going to develop strength. You're going to develop stability. And if you get stable, you're going to get even stronger too. So a lot of things in fitness, they require us to be balanced and stable. And I give you an example. If you're unbalanced and you're feeling unstable, your mind is going to be more concerned with the balance and stability than it will be being strong. So if you had to hold on to a heavy object, and maybe you got like a tray with food and there's a lot on there and it's heavy, but you're unbalanced, you might want to set the tray down, right? Because you're not feeling balanced and you don't want to deal with that heavy object. Our bodies are going to be drawn to stabilizing, and it's really important that we practice that with our exercises. Let's go ahead and do an armpit squeeze. And so with the armpit squeeze, remember, we're just squeezing our arm against our side of our body. So this is the opposite of an armpit squeeze. And this, just holding it against my side is good, but I can give it an extra squeeze that you can't see. You can't see it. I got a black shirt on and it's tough to see because all the muscles are in here, but I'm going to try to show you. I'm going to do, so this is no squeeze. This is with my arms against my side, and then squeeze. If I give it a squeeze, can you see? I don't know. You might not be able to see the difference, but I am squeezing. I'm squeezing my arms against my side. Let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then relax. Just go ahead and let your arms shake out. We're going to do it again. I'm trying to see if I got something that I could squeeze on. I don't know what I have around here. I don't have anything that I can't squeeze that I won't break. I got a flashlight. Let's see. I don't know if I can't squeeze this flat. So this is a flashlight. See that? So let's go ahead. Let's see. I'm going to put the flashlight right here and I'm going to squeeze it. So again, I'm squeezing the same muscles, trying to squeeze that flashlight in there. We did this before with silly putty. Let's go ahead. Let's do a both arm squeeze for 5. Let's go ahead and squeeze. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. That's going to drop right out right when I relax. And so you got to kind of think about that a little bit. What's that?
Nico was asking protein powder will help your muscle, right?
Protein powder, absolutely. So Nick's asking about protein powder, and let's do a squeeze, and then we'll talk about it. Let's do one more squeeze. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze your arms against your sides. Squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them. 3, 2, and 1, and then shake them out. Nice job shaking them out. And then we'll go to actually some of our band exercises will be next. So if you have a band, grab your band for working out with. If you don't have a band, you'll be able to do these without a band. That's no problem at all. Nick's asking about protein powder and making protein shakes and things like that. And so if all you do is drink protein shake, but you don't exercise, all right, imagine that. I know everybody here is exercising, but just for the example, let's imagine that we don't exercise and we just drink the protein shake and that's it. That's not going to make us stronger. Just drinking the protein shake won't make us stronger. But what it will do is it will help you to maybe avoid eating an unhealthy meal. Maybe you were going to have some fast food, cheeseburger and fries. No way. And you're like, but I could have a protein shake. Then the protein shake would be great, even whether you exercised or not, because that's going to help you with having some good nutrition. And the protein is made up of what's called amino acids. And so if I could show you real quick, let me get something here. I don't know if this is going to help as an example, but let's get a couple of these things. So who knows, this is going to be a great question. Who knows what I have here in my hand? Has anybody ever seen things like this? Who knows what these would be called? Obviously they're wood. This is a wooden rectangle. These are all rectangles here. And this one's it's like a circle. So they're blocks. And so blocks, but what if there was the 2 words to describe them, some people would call these building blocks. So these are blocks that on their own, they're just blocks. They're not really, doing too much of anything. But then if you put them together, maybe in a certain way, they can make a shape. They can make like a little structure here. You can see we built something out of the building blocks. So when you think about protein, okay, protein is what we call, it's made up of amino acids. And amino acids are building blocks. So imagine you're a construction worker. Okay, let's all for a second. Imagine we're a construction worker and we need to build a house. So we have to build a floor and we have to build walls and we have to build the rooms and we have to build the bathroom and we have to build the kitchen and we have to build the roof. And once we've built all of that, we also have to maintain it. So if maybe the roof starts to leak, we got to rebuild, we got to put a little patch. If the kitchen needs to get redone with some new countertops, we do that. And so that would be the building blocks. Well, your body is a lot of the same, where it is built together using these proteins, using these amino acids. And Nick, what happens is when you are exercising, a lot of times when you're exercising, you're doing work on your house, right? This is your house, your body. And you're doing a little bit of work on it. And when you do the work, like let's say we were working on our deltoids, which you could feel that work being done. So after the work is over, you want to send in the building blocks to go to work and to go to the shoulder and say, hey, shoulder, what did you do? You did some hard work there. Do you need to get repaired? Do you need to be built stronger? And that's where those amino acids, and that's where your protein shake is going to help you to get stronger. And so the protein is going to help to rebuild your muscles and to rebuild them stronger. And just like we had a comment there, is you can replace, if you were going to have a meal You know, some people say eat 3 meals a day. Some people eat 5 meals a day. Some people eat 1 meal a day. Everybody's going to be a little bit different, but ideally you want to put fuel and you want to put the building blocks. You want to put those into your body about every 4 hours or so. About every 4 hours, maybe a little bit longer, maybe 3 hours, maybe 5 hours. But on average, every few hours, you want to give your body just enough, not too much. Too much is going to make you feel full and your body's going to be like, whoa, this is too much at once. So I'm going to store it. But what you want to do when you're eating your foods is you want to break it up. So it's not too much, it's not too little. And it's just enough to keep your body energized, to allow your muscles to build strong with those amino acids, with those proteins. And yeah, LaCroix, the sparkling water, those are always going to be a better choice than having a soda. And so some people like sparkling water. I like sparkling water sometimes. It sometimes has a little flavor. I like the lemon water. And sometimes you could take water and just put lemon and cucumber in the water too. But those are going to be always better than drinking a soda that's going to have sugar, or if it's a diet soda, it's going to have like aspartame or sucralose and things like that in it. And those are things that our bodies don't need, but they make things taste sweet. So they make our body kind of enjoy them, even though we don't need it. Let's go ahead and grab our band. I got my band right here. For our first exercise, let's work on the one where we're going to pull it apart across the front of our body. So if you have a band, go ahead and you're going to hold on to your band and you want to find the right amount of stretch. So if I hold it too close, I can't stretch it very far. And if I hold it too far, it's kind of easy. And so you got to take your time to find that spot. Caitlin's got a band and we're going to go ahead and pull it apart so that it goes kind of right across. I just knocked something down, goes right across our chest. And then we'll bring it back into the middle. So let's go ahead and give it a pull. And if you don't have a band, just bring your arms in front and then bring them apart like a T and then like a right angle. So here we go. So let's go for 10. So we'll go 1. Nice job, everybody. 2. I see a lot of folks have bands. And for those who don't have a band, it looks like you do. That's because you're doing such a good job doing your imagination band. 4. Pulling it apart. 5. Pulling it apart. 6, pulling it apart. 7, pulling it apart. 8, we got 2 more, pulling it apart. 9, and pulling it apart for 10. Nice job, everybody. Now the next one with the band we're going to do is the sword draw. So this is where I'm going to have one hand, I'm going to hold it steady. And again, I'm going to find a good length to where I can lift my arm up and bring it down. If that's a little too easy, I'll find it right there. Oh, and that looks good. If you're doing this without a band, you're going to do imagination, draw the sword, and then you're going to put it back carefully because you don't want to poke yourself in the hip. All right, here we go. Let's go for 5 and 5. Here's 1, bringing it out. 2, bringing it out. There we go. 3, stretch that band. Nice job. 4, doing the sword draw. And 5. And now I'm going to switch over to this side. So I'm going to hold it steady with my right hand, and with my left hand, I'm going to draw the sword. 1, bringing it back. Draw the sword. 2. A charger cord won't work because you need it to stretch. 3. So it's got to be a stretchy cord. 4. We got 1 more. Nice job, David. Drawing the sword. And 5. So now both of those exercises had us pulling the band further apart, but one of them had us using both arms. The other arm had one arm moving and the other arm was holding steady. So that's kind of an important thing to note. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, and you might not be able to do this right now, and if you can't, go ahead and watch me, but I'm going to take my band and I'm going to tie it into a loop. Now, you might already have a band that is a loop. I'm not sure. If you have a band that's already looped up, then that'll be okay. You can use the loop. But what I want to do is make a band to where my arms are inside of the band. And so this is actually a pretty good spot right here. And you can see that if I bring my arms in, the band falls apart. But if I bring them out just a little bit, the band tightens up. And if you don't have a loop, you can also maybe hold your band with your hands. What we want to do here is try to keep our arms out. And then I'm going to open this and close it just a little bit. Open and close. Open and close. If you don't have a band, hold your arms out and then just do like a open and close, like a slow clap. And you can see I can put this band here up on my wrist. I could even have this band here kind of at my elbows. It wants to roll up my arm. So there we go, at my elbows here. And I'm moving it and I'm opening up as far as I can and then bringing it back close. Let's go for 10 of these. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Nice job, everyone. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's go ahead and hold it out. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you were doing that, you would have felt that in the back of your upper back. So again, up there at your scapula, your shoulder blades, in the muscles, the rhomboids and the trapezius, because they're trying to help you move your arms. I'm going to go ahead and untie this so I have it into 2 pieces again right here. Yeah, and if you use a charging cord, you could break it, so that you wouldn't want to do that either. Let's go ahead. If you have a long band, let's put it on the ground and we're going to do the bicep curl. So what I'm going to do for the bicep curl is I'm going to do one arm with the band and one arm's with imagination. And then I'm going to switch it up. So we're going to do 10 and 10, and we're going to feel the difference between the imagination side and then the side that's having to work. So I'm standing on the other end of the band. So on this part right here, it's down there on the ground. I put it on the ground and then I stepped on it right there. That's me looking, not pulling on it, and it's not coming up from my foot. If you're sitting down, if you're using a wheelchair, you can roll over the band so that it's right under your tire. So you're smushing it and then you're going to be pulling it up. So let me come back a little bit more here. Move back as far as I can. All right, so I'm standing on my band, one arm's imagination. Remember, this is just the bicep curl. So we're going to go 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, and 10. Let's go ahead and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bringing it back down. So remember, this is focusing on our bicep. Let's switch over to the other side if you're using a band. And so again, if you're using imagination, here we go. We're going to go again to the other side. And so I'm going up. 1, I got to make it a little harder. There we go. Up. 2, up. 3. If you don't want the band bumping into you, you can kind of bunch it up in your hand. Up. 4, up. 5, up. 6, up. 7, up. 8, up. 9, up, and 10. Ooh, nice job, everybody. So again, even though I was doing one with my imagination, we're still getting weight from our arm being lifted up. And so even if it's imagination, we're getting some resistance out of that. With the band, we're having to fight that pull. We're having to fight that band coming all the way down. Let's do one more with the band like this, and then we're going to do the one that I wanted to do that started all of it. But with this one's a little tricky, so I'm going to show you. And if you don't want to do this one, you don't have to, but I'm going to put the band behind my back. And so my band, look at that, the band, I can do armpit squeeze with the band. I got the band right here with my armpits. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab onto the band. Again, you can grab onto all of it, or you can just kind of let it hang. And look, you can see where it is against my back right here. So I have the band across my back and under my armpits. And what I want to do is just push forward. So now the band is stretching and then the band comes back and then there's nothing here. This is kind of like David Spicer when he's training like a 2-arm power punch where you're trying to punch both arms together. So let's go ahead. I got to find the right resistance for me, which is going to be about right here. We're going to get the band up here and let's go for 10. If you don't have a band, just use your imagination. We're going to go 1. There you go, Evan. Nice job, man. That's it, Evan. There it is. Pushing it forward. 3, Nice job, man. Evan's got he's got like a red band around his back and he's pushing it away. And this is going to use our triceps. All right. So we just did our biceps. Now we're doing our triceps, our deltoids, and then also our chest and our core. We're getting all those muscles are working together. Let's go for 5 more, bringing it back. 5. Great job, everybody. 4, bringing those arms out. 3, bringing them back. 2, bringing them back, and 1 more. Let's hold it out there. Hold it out. It's going to want to come back on you. You got to fight it. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then bring it back, and you can let it go down. Bring it around your body on one side or the other. All right, the next one I want to show you, you might not be able to do this one right now. It might be something to watch because this one's going to involve a second object. And I really like using this. Pretty soon it's going to be National Cerebral Palsy Day. And I have a lot of friends who have cerebral palsy who love this exercise because one of the things that we can do with it is we can create kind of like a vibration in the body for the muscles to have to deal with. So let me show you what I'm going to do with this. And there's a couple ways you could do it. And we're going to have a water break too. You're right, Bernie. But what I want to do is, this is a kettlebell, and you don't have to use a kettlebell, just anything you can put the band around so that you have the weight is falling off to the side. And then all I want to do is bounce the weight. I don't want it to hit the ground, but even if I'm holding it here, let me show you. So if I'm holding it right here and I'm going up and down like this, where I'm bouncing the weight. So now I'm going to try to keep my body still. And we're bouncing this weight around at the end of the band, but think about my shoulder, my elbow, and my wrist, all the work that they're having to do. Let's go for 10 more bounces. We're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Did you see how my body had to respond to having this weight kind of just bouncing around on the end right there? That little bit of vibration, that little bit of kind of, it's like if you hit a guitar string. Has anybody ever played a guitar before? And you kind of hit the string and it kind of keeps playing after you hit it. As long as you don't touch it, it keeps playing. Well, the same thing here. When we get that vibration, we kind of get those muscles to kind of stay playing. We kind of hit them and then they keep going. So with this exercise where I'm just bouncing the weight, look, you can see it. I'm not doing that. I'm just bouncing it. It goes wherever it wants to go, and it's not going to hit me, but it's just bouncing up and down. And look at my arm and my shoulder having to deal with this. Now, if I was sitting down, I could do this to the side of my chair. So off the side of the wheel, and I'm just bouncing it around. And again, you can see how the shoulder is trying to absorb that resistance. You can even do this with 2 hands to where, again, I'm going to bounce it in front of my body. So I have 2 hands holding on, and look at it. I'm just bouncing the weight up and down like a bungee jumper, going up and down. And you look at my shoulders. Try not to look at the weight and try to look at my shoulders and the little movements they're doing, even my biceps and my wrists and my elbows. And wow, that weight's moving all over the place. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Oh my gosh, everybody. I can feel that even in my armpit. It's neat when you're working with an object like this. This would be considered unstable. This would be an unstable weight. Your body is going to try to find ways to control it. It is. Your body, my body, it's going to try to find the right combination of muscles to get that weight to be in control. And then if you keep bouncing it, those muscles are going to keep trying, which means those muscles are going to get a great workout, but it's very small. It's very small movements that they have to do. And so this is a great exercise. If you're working on, again, like I said, a lot of my friends with cerebral palsy, sometimes if they're wheelchair users, their shoulders might be working in like one direction. Imagine if you're using like a walker and you have your arms that are kind of resting on the walker, there's a lot of weight and pressure, and your arms are probably very, very strong, but they're strong at that position. Well, if you did something like this to where you were holding onto your walker with one hand and bouncing the weight with the other, well, that's going to wake that shoulder up, and you can switch sides and wake up the other shoulder. So it's different than weightlifting and all the exercises we do. But this is, you could call this one the weight bounce. And doing a weight bounce is an excellent way to fire up a lot of those muscles in our shoulder, our elbow, our wrist, even in our hands, to focus up a lot of those stabilizers. It's, again, a great exercise. If you couldn't do it with us right now, that's okay. Try to find a band. And yeah, Kara's talking about from the walker. And so if you're using a walker, you got to imagine, if you use a walker or if you use a wheelchair, even if you don't, everybody should kind of be thoughtful about the positions that their bodies are in throughout the day. Let's imagine that you have a job and your job requires you to sit down for the whole job. And so that might be 8 hours of sitting down to do the job. Now imagine you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And for those meals, you're sitting down. So you sit down to have those meals. And now imagine that when you're, later on in the day, you're maybe watching some TV or something, and maybe you're sitting down for that. Well, if your body position is always in that seated position, and if you have an opportunity to move and to extend your body and to swing, think about a swinging motion, how different swinging is compared to sitting. So you want to take a kind of an account of what am I doing a lot of? If I was driving a car a lot, I would want to do something that had my hands back here, right? Because when you're driving a car, your arms might be out in front of you. If I was writing a lot, maybe I'm writing letters, I would want to do something with my hands that would be like this, because this is the opposite of this. And if we don't kind of do that, we want to make sure that, again, we're balancing our body out and being thoughtful of our movements and the common movements that we make maybe on a daily basis. Let's have a sip of water, everybody. And it is a beautiful Monday here in San Diego. I'm not sure how it is on the East Coast, but I can't wait to find out, because everybody, Coach Emily's here. And so let's get ready. We're going to bring her up. Coach Emily, welcome to our Monday workout. And that's a familiar picture in the background there. So I'm going to guess St. Petersburg.
Nope. Back still in Boca, but
okay, Boca.
Yeah.
Okay, I was trying.
Fish photo Boca, but very, very good try. I'll be there actually in a couple of weeks, so you'll see that background soon. And I tried to go outside today to join you all, but I told you about those mosquitoes. They're no joke down here. So
I was going to say the humidity has got to be starting up as well.
It is, yes. Indeed.
Those of us in San Diego, we're not too familiar with humidity, but the 20% humidity for us is a lot. But everybody, where Coach Emily lives and where I used to live in, remember, South Louisiana. Sometimes the humidity can be 100% humidity. And if you think you have to exercise to sweat, well, you're wrong. All you got to do is go to Florida, and you will go outside and you'll be sweating. Coach Emily, we'd love to have a little meditation.
Let's do it.
At the end of the workout, we had a request for you and Nick doing a duet breathing motto, if you're up for that.
I'd love that. That sounds fantastic. All right. Well, I'll do a little meditation, a little yoga, and then we'll call Nick up to send us off and start our week off great. So everybody, I invite you to sit comfortably. Let your feet rest on the floor. Let your shoulders kind of roll back and down your back. And if you're comfortable, you can close your eyes or just look down at the floor. As you start to pay attention to your breath, I want you to first start to notice the parts of your body that expand on an inhale. And then noticing the parts of your body that soften and relax on an exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now pay attention to the sound of your breath on the back of your throat. It may sound like an ocean wave coming in and out of the shore. Now noticing your breath, the temperature of your breath as it enters into your nose and your mouth. Pay attention to your breath. I know earlier this morning I was feeling anxious and going fast and I felt stressed and I just couldn't catch my breath. So that's sometimes when you feel like you really can't focus on your breath, it might be a sign that you gotta take a little bit of extra time to focus on your breath. Maybe you're a little stressed or anxious. Always turn to the breath. When you're ready, start to move your spine in a circle as if you're stirring a pot of soup. So inhale brings you forward, exhale takes you back. Inhaling and exhaling, nice big circles with your spine. And then when you're ready, change the direction of your circle. Still inhaling forward, exhaling back. Nice big circles. We're going to do this 3 more times. After your third one, return to the center. Inhale, hold your breath at the top. Breathe in, hold your air. And then exhale, sigh out your mouth. Move it into some nice shoulder circles, circling your shoulders up and back. Now circling your shoulders in the opposite direction, inhaling back, exhaling forward. From there, we're going to take it into our elevator breaths. Now inhale, squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, drop with the sigh. 3 more, inhale, squeeze. Exhale, drop. 2 more, inhale, squeeze. Exhale, drop. Last one, inhale, squeeze. Exhale, drop. Let your shoulders just be heavy. Big breath in, hold your breath at the top. Exhale, sigh, and let it go. Bring your wrist forward, circle out your wrist. Circling your wrist in one direction. And then circle your wrist in the opposite direction. Breathing as you wiggle your fingers. And then shake out your hands like there's no paper towels and your hands are wet. Breathing in and out, make a quiet clap. And then on an inhale, cross your fingers. And on an exhale, push your hands out and away from you. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Open up through your chest. And then exhale, float your arms down, holding on to the back of your chair. Inhale, puff and open up through your neck and your chest. And then exhale, return to the center. We're going to do a spinal seated twist. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, let your arms fall down to one side as you twist your spine one direction. Breathing in and breathing out. Big breath in, big breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, stretch up. And then exhale, let your arms drop down the other side. In a nice seated spinal twist, inhale, tall back. Exhale, look over your back shoulder. Big breath in. Big breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, lift your arms. And then exhale, return to the center. Let's move down into our legs. If you can, squeeze one knee in towards your body. Kick that leg out in front of you and circle your ankle. Circling your ankle in one direction. And then circle that ankle in the opposite direction. Breathing as you point and flex your foot. Spread and squeeze your toes. Then when you're ready, take an inhale, bend your knee, give it a squeeze. And then exhale, place it onto the ground. Lift your other knee, give it a squeeze in towards your chest. And as you exhale, kick it out in front of you and circle your ankle. Circling your ankle in one direction. And then circle your ankle in the opposite direction. Breathing as you spread and squeeze your toes. And then when you're ready, bend that knee, give it a squeeze in towards your chest. Place your knee back onto the floor. And with both feet resting on the ground, come up onto your tippy toes a few times. And then rock back onto your heels. And we're going to take 3 nice deep breaths using our arms. Inhale, stretch up, reach up. Maybe look up. And then exhale, float your arms down. 2 more like that. Inhale, stretch and reach, look up. Exhale, float it down. Last one like that. Inhale, reach and stretch. Exhale, float it down. Shake out your hands one more time. And let's prepare ourselves some relaxation by just massaging our head. Squeeze on the back of your neck. Massaging down one arm and the other arm. Massaging on the insides of your hand. And then use your fingers to draw across your forehead. And across your collarbone. And shake out your hands one more time and then rest with your palms up on your lap. Close your eyes, and as we started, let's end by focusing on our breath. I want you to pay so much attention to your breath, like you're watching yourself breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Watch your breath in your body. And we're going to quickly use our attention to just focus and ask each part of our body to relax. Breathing in and breathing out. Tell your feet to relax. Relax feet. And allow your feet to just dangle from your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Tell your legs to relax. Relax legs. And let your legs just hang from your body. Feel the backs of your legs softening into the chair. Breathing in and breathing out. Tell your belly to relax. Relax belly. And feel your back softening into your chair. Feel your belly relax. Breathe into your chest. And then tell your chest to relax. Relax chest. Breathing in and breathing out. Tell your arms to relax. Relax arms. And feel your arms just kind of hanging from your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Tell your neck to relax. Relax neck. And feel the back of your neck softening. Breathing in and breathing out. Move your attention to your face. As you breathe in and breathe out, tell your face to relax. Relax face. And feel your jaw relax. Feel your tongue soften in the bottom of your mouth. Breathing in and breathing out. And let your eyes just sink back into your skull. As we move from our neck into our head, again, just tell your head to relax. Relax head. Let your jaw relax. Your nose. Breathing in and breathing out. Your ears. Your eyes. Big breath in and big breath out. Move to the space between your eyebrows. Imagine you have a mouth right between your eyebrows. As you exhale, just tell your whole body to relax. Repeat to yourself, I am relaxed. With your eyes closed, place one hand and your other hand over your heart. Now call to mind somebody in your life, maybe it's a caregiver or a friend or a family member, somebody that might be having a hard time right now. Maybe they're sick or tired or sad. And imagine that that person is standing in front of you. Repeat to that person, may you be happy. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be peaceful. Breathing in and breathing out. Now imagine that you can see all the people of the world, maybe those people that are going through a hard time right now in certain places around the world, anyone that's suffering. And imagine like you could send it out to everybody in the world, repeating, may you all be happy. May you all be healthy. May you all be peaceful. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, lastly, imagine you're looking at yourself in the mirror, like you're in the bathroom, just looking at yourself in the mirror. Repeat to yourself, may I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Namaste. All right, Nick, let's take it away. You get us up. I think you might be muted.
All right. Let's go do that.
Okay.
5,
Three,
body, 2, and 1, and breathe
Breathe
in
in the
the good.
good.
Breathe out the
Breathe out the
bad.
bad.
Breathe in
Breathe
the
in the
happy.
happy.
And breathe out the
Breathe out the
bad.
sad. Breathe in your best.
and breathe
Breathe out
out
your worst.
and
Breathe in your power.
So I don't be my
Reach your goals first. Woohoo!
Give him a Grammy, everybody. I was muted. That was
Woohoo!
wonderful. Great job again, Coach Emily. Nick, that was terrific. Everybody, thank you for being here so much. Lorraine, Carla, Bernie, Natalie, Byron, David, Sandy, Evan, Caitlin, Philip, Alicia, Clinton, Charlotte, Marilyn, ADC, North County, Chris, Philip, Mariana, Olivia, Karen. Karen was our co-host today, everybody. Give Karen a big round of applause. Dudes was in the house. Nick, give us a big countdown. Here we go.
and bye, buddy, to everyone.
Bye, everyone. I'll see you on Wednesday. We'll
See
get
you
some
guys on
leadership
Wednesday.